Only Murders in the Building is got its own challenges, and it's does this balancing act. It doesn't hurt that we have really genius comedian cast, and they can deliver funny lines and then emotional lines in the same scene. We do have to kind of calibrate that, and that's sort of the fun of it, is that we have these different takes and performances that we get, and we get to choose in editing how to build the scene so that it doesn't fall apart and it doesn't feel fake or phony.
You did the first season of Only Murderers in the Building, and then you did the fourth season. Is
Yeah.
that like, have you ever done something like that?
Yeah, I've never done anything like that before. I tend to, because I like to work, and in the way that schedules are now, 10, 15 years ago, it would be you'd work on one show, then you do a pilot, and then you'd go back to the show. But because of the way things are always starting, uh, you'll, I'll end a show, start a new show that when the time comes, the other show, there's a conflict and I can't go back. In that case, I ended up getting a feature. So I was doing a feature when season two came around, and I couldn't do it. But when I watched the show, Only Murders in the Building is got its own challenges, and it's does this balancing act of sort of broad comedy, character drama, and the murder plot. And I find, like, we tried in the first season to really get the right balance of those, so that, like an atom, like they were just stretching each uh component as far as they could go. Then I watched season two and I was like, oh my God, they keep pushing the ability of these components to go farther and farther and still sort of hold together and not feel like, they're doing disparate things. And then season three was even more of it. And season four, when I came back, and I was very happy to be invited back, uh, I was like curious what they were going to do. And it's somehow just the show, somehow he's created this world where it works. I mean, it doesn't hurt that we have really genius comedian cast, and they can deliver funny lines and then emotional lines in the same scene. We do have to kind of calibrate that, and that's sort of the fun of it, is that we have these different takes and performances that we get, and we get to choose in editing how to build the scene so that it doesn't fall apart and it doesn't feel fake or phony. So what happened on Only Murders is actually there were three of us and we none of us could come back for season two. Um, and so they got three whole new people, and after season three, one of them couldn't come back, so they had an open spot, and they reached out. And, they were looking. They assumed the three of us couldn't come back for season one, but they reached out anyway, and I was available. So, uh, yeah, it was really fortuitous because, you know, I I don't often have the chance to go back because of like I said, my schedule and how things just don't work out. But some shows are really good and fun to work on. So to get the opportunity to come back to it was really great.